Hello. This isn't TikTok. This is YouTube. Hello, YouTube. Me and Jean Juan Caner 215. Juan Caner. Juan Caner. Watch out, man.
What's up, y'all? Hi, everybody. What's going on?
We bagging up.
It's a cold, brisk night out.
And we out here bagging up.
Sheesh. We'll go sell our wares.
They had took us off. We was on TikTok and they got us out of there when I got to talking about myocarditis. And I had showed some clips because now they're coming out and they're saying stuff like we didn't know that it would change people's periods. We didn't know that our vaccine will start messing with people's menstrual cycles and giving people blood clots in their heart. No, they knew, and we told them.
Suppression.
Now, what is myocarditis? You should go look it up. It's basically a heart disease, not just blood clots. It's a heart disease. So there's an infection within the bloodstream. Look it up. It's an infection in the bloodstream that's causing the myocarditis. And that is a problem. And the fact that they call it myocarditis and nobody knows what myocarditis is, they just let that shit just roll past in the news. But if you took that vaccine, I don't know why you ain't got a lawyer. They got 8 automatic defibrillators all through the kids' school. I was in a school building the other day and seen the AED machine. Since when the kids can't run and play? Since when are they worried about these babies having heart attacks? That is defibrillators inside the school. It's a defibrillator inside the school building.
They're trying to start a nigga heart back up.
These babies can run and play and drop dead at any second.
That's really scary. What's that, SIDS?
Sudden adult death syndrome.
Oh, that's infant. My bad. SIDS is an infant drunk. They don't have nothing for
It
kids.
is sad.
Oh, sad is adult joint. Now they got the adult one.
And I guess that's going to be adolescents. And listen.
And they telling you they doing it.
They telling you that it's happening. They tell you at the end of the thing about the side effects and all that stuff. We just don't be paying no attention. We be thinking it's sweet. These people do not give a fuck. And then all they gonna do, if you look, they got new heart medicines coming out. So after we fucked you up and we gave you myocarditis, hey, somebody said that's where my son passed from. Oh. After getting vaccinated. It's crazy. It's crazy. I just seen the 2 news clips. I will show y'all, but I got my gloves on while I'm working. No? Okay, good. They also say that this heart valve in men is called the widowmaker. And a lot of times, the men won't even tell you the first sign that their heart is having an issue is the erectile dysfunction. They'll never say anything because what man want to say that his sword don't work? What man want to come out and say my sword is not sorting?
Remember I was telling you after our orgasm, my heart was shut.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what the fuck? Like, it'd be like in my chest. What the fuck is that? Like, it never hurt or nothing. I just noticed it.
The little flutter.
That somebody was like, yeah, that's a problem. I seen on the news and shit. They call it heart palpitations or something.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm like, what the fuck? What is that? They talking about an arrhythmic heart. I'm like, what the fuck is that? Like, oh, snap.
I remember when I had a friend. He had just married this girl, right, babe?
Mm-hmm.
And they was taking Xanax. They had sex after the Xanax. And of course, he got an erection so he could have sex. But you know, Xanax is a muscle relaxer, and she was excited during the sex, and she died. That shit broke his heart so bad that the next fight he got into, he went to jail for murder.
Mm.
That shit broke his heart so bad. Xanax. That's when I first. Y'all think I be like on some bullshit. I don't like medicine because I seen it fuck people up for a long time. Not saying that it ain't something that won't patch you back up. Baby, you gonna grab me?
Yeah.
The cafe there.
Right back. My name is Jesus. Got my back.
Please, don't be driving off speed racers. Cause you take the Jeep or something in there.
What?
Like cash and stuff for the the
Sure.
gratuity and shit.
I think it was like $40. And I went to the same joint twice.
Oh, for real?
Yeah. I had went to the drum music. I went to the drum on the way down. I came back and got your drink. I always go on the way down. I can't drive in the car without no coffee on the way to sip. I got to sip while I'm going down. That's why I gotta have tea. I got to sip something. Don't do that. Don't do that to me. Don't do. You see my coffee? I think it's probably cool. Don't do that to me. She want 10%.
I don't know. I'm big on coffee, y'all know. You like call my phone with it. The phone back there.
That's probably what it said.
Y'all. Yeah, the myocarditis is a problem. The heart issues is a problem. When I go back to the school, I'll make sure I take a picture of the automatic defibrillator in the kids' school that I saw the other day, and I was just flabbergasted. I was like, "Oh, it's serious. People don't even realize what just happened to them." But we've been hoodwinked and bamboozled, for sure, when it comes to that. So if you don't know how to work these teas, if you don't know how to work some lemonade, you're gonna be on medicine for the rest of your life. If you don't know how to work honey, if you don't know how to work nature, you are going to be fucked up. Period. They're gonna have everybody on medicine. They want everybody, and that's vicious. Like when the pharmaceutical company is making decisions from the White House, it's the pharmaceutical companies declaring whether something's gonna be an emergency or not, and that's fucked up. Okay. I'll take it.
That's on 10%.
No, okay. Yeah, this is getting bad. I gotta learn how to use YouTube so that I can start you know, putting up pictures in the background and stuff. Because I get in trouble a lot on TikTok, and I gotta start learning how to use different avenues. Okay, baby. But I think that I'm gonna start going on Facebook more often as well, because Facebook, I don't know. I heard people, can thrive on Facebook, so I just have to get it to the point where I have a little lesson plan or figure out the best way to talk to a new audience. So, you know, but I do love TikTok. I don't want to have to read TikTok because it's global. And I learned something from Elon Musk the other day, which was you can have freedom of speech, but you can't have freedom of reach. And you know, um, just because, like for example, I could be people can know me on TikTok and don't know me on YouTube, don't know me on Instagram, won't know me on Facebook. And that's why I be trying to encourage people like you have to share the videos, especially from whatever platform, because people won't know. A lot of times, videos that I have, my mom used to say to me, and I say this is very true now. My mom used to say, She'd be like, what I forgot could fill a book, and what you know could not cover a postage stamp. And now, some of them things I forget. Hey, Crystal. So, some of the things that I forget, and this is a sad thing that like my memory has to be jogged for me to put out the information. But I think that I'm gonna just go through my iCloud and just start uploading all the older videos, or the majority of the older videos that's beneficial, because I just don't want to forget certain stuff. Like God be teaching me stuff, but then I don't have it just sitting in the front of my mind unless the question is asked for it to be jogged in my memory. So a lot of times when I lose these accounts, it be videos that was going viral that I can't remember. I don't know all the videos that was going viral that was really, really helping people. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of people know me for to help with HSV and to help with um, HIV, but all the blood elements need to be fixed. That's why in the Bible, the lady, what, she had an issue of blood. She had an issue of blood because it's all the same thing. There was another king in the Bible. His name was Sennacherib. Sennacherib had an issue in his feet. That's a blood issue. If you think about having an issue in his feet, that's diabetes. So, and then it said when he died, because he was beefing with God in the Bible, right? He kept doing stuff that God, he would never consult God. What they did was in his tomb, they put all type of apothecary herbs in his tomb. I said, if that wasn't God being a divine comedian, because it's crazy how all these witches and stuff, they will sage, but they don't realize that you can boil the sage, or you can drink the sage, or you can put the sage on meat and preserve the meat. Like God doesn't give you understanding. If you don't go about it His way, they're His herbs. They're His herb. They're the basic. Like if touching the hem of Jesus' garment is what the lady did, and she stole a little bit of virtue, then using herbs is the basic foundations of life. Literally, you should know how to cook with them. That's why somebody would be like a kitchen wizard, or that's why women who could cook are raved about, because they know what they're doing with herbs. That's the only reason. So somebody who can cook is the same thing as a kitchen witch. If you really think about it, it's no different. There's no different. Somebody who can cook is just somebody who knows how to utilize the herbal flavors. See, am I wrong? Everybody want to be known as a herbalist, but at the end of the day, it's really about, can you cook? People be trying to make it more spooky than it really is, and it's not really as spooky as they want to make it. It's not spooky at all. So, you know, they try to make it all. I'm so smart. No, they're not that smart. They're not that smart. Actually, to be a herbalist, to regurgitate some shit you heard Dr. Sabi say on the video, it really don't take much. And then the thing about it is the stuff that they have, the herbs that they are pushing on these videos and stuff, a lot of them hurt you. The book, Natural Remedies and Cures, that Dr. Sabi even got his information from, is literally the same list in the same fashion. When I looked at the book, I said that is the same Dr. Sabi list. That's the same list. Child, please, it's a scam. And when people ain't gonna come to the mouth, they listen. That's why I say I'd rather not be famous than have to die for the point to get across. Uh-uh. I don't want to have to die so people can start talking about black seed and honey. That ain't Jesus was the sacrifice. Not me. I got babies that need to be raised, and I don't want to be idolized. So, mm-mm. I tell who I can tell. That's all I can say. You know, and we had more than enough testimonies, but when we put up testimonies, the testimonies get taken down. I really feel like had a long time ago. You know what I'm saying? I don't know exactly. Like I guess my problem is basically letting my right hand know what my left hand is doing. I can't let TikTok know that we winning. Like when I gotta pretend like I'm not winning. I gotta pretend like I'm a downtrodden black person. I can't, you know what I'm saying, really act like I'm running a business. That's not what it is, because TikTok want in like any other conglomerate. They want in. So that's why they'll ban us. They'll do whatever they got to do. But mm-mm. All right. And then the other thing is the other people who like the herbalists. It's a dog eat dog world with them. It's a dog eat dog world with them, because they would rather. And this is the thing I've noticed, right? Especially I noticed this, right? I noticed that the herbalists who was still, they were still my content, right? They the same herbalists that when they can't figure everything out, or after they done made promises or whatever, now they sending the people back. Can you please go ask her? Maybe she can help you. Because it's not just telling somebody about herbs. It's about God giving you wisdom. It's about God giving you wisdom and revelation knowledge. Like I don't just be like, oh yeah, this is the herb. You should do this, da 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 da. No, I can explain to you what it's doing to your body, and that just makes me a little bit different. So other herbalists, I'm not a herbalist. I'm a health advocate. I'm gonna just change the whole everything that I'm doing. I'm changing it to health advocate, because I do more than just tinker with herbs. Like it's bigger than that. It's bigger than that. So from now on, I'm just going to use the term health advocate. And the reason why I'm going to use health advocate is because I am trained to be a health advocate. I am trained to talk about Medicare. I am trained for all that shit. So with that being said, I'm just going to be a health advocate. I hope that makes some sense. I'm going to go for health advocate. You definitely know what you're doing. Thank you. Yeah, I'm going for health advocate because um, I'm trained there. Can't nobody walk in my shoes there unless they went to temple. So maybe that'll work. And it's working out for me anyway, because y'all seen we finally got to be on the news, joining the healthcare committee. So we joined the committee, and while we were on the committee, we've been on the committee, me and my husband, for a year now. And while we've been on the committee, we've been able to help, bring a new little flavor back to the our health committee for our part of Philadelphia. I'm sorry, I'm working too at the same time, so just trying to make sure the 2 bags is popping. But yeah, we got on the news the other day. That was nice, because I haven't been on the news before. As much as we be doing, I haven't been on the news. We got on the news because, and this is the thing, what we got on the news for, there was a lady in Philadelphia, her name was Maddie L. Humphrey. Maddie L. Humphrey was a nurse, a lawyer. She was a freaking health advocate, advocate, and not only that, but she like went into jail. She had all these ministries, and she was the one who started the health committee that we was on. So the health committee, like basically, they want people to not be paying attention. They want people to be like, let's do a bake sale, da, 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 da. But Maddie L. Humphrey was the type of person. She was on the air. She was like, nope, we supposed to have this, we supposed to have that. It's a bunch of old ladies on this committee. They know history. They know everything. I love them. I love them. I love them. And then it's crazy because Like platforms like this won't let me in. All I had to do was join the committee. With the committee, I don't have to pay for spaces. They paying for the spaces. All I had to do was volunteer. So at the end of the day, the same doors the devil was keeping me out of, me joining the committee got me in them for free. Hmm. Who knew? Who knew? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Join the health committee. Because I know once we joined the health committee, it was like we was able to get heard, basically. That's all. Whereas though you be on TikTok, you can cuss people out all day and night till your freaking lungs turn blue. But until you join something, it don't matter. You could be talking all that herbalist stuff you want, but until you join something, it don't matter. Nobody's gonna want to hear you just screaming. So I ain't gonna lie. Probably joining that committee was the best thing for us because, and then not only that, we got some other stuff going, but it's brewing, and I don't want to talk about it because I've talked about certain stuff, and the devil he be on it, trying the real shit. But I got some stuff going because I'm tired of trying to fit in. I'm tired of trying to fit in on the social media. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna create my own motherfucking lane. I'm gonna create my own lane. That's how you gotta do it. You gotta create your own lane because you sure, yeah, you sure ain't gonna make it like trying to do what other people doing. Other people is doing that. So basically, I have to learn how to do me. You know. With that being said, I'm gonna create my own, and it's already some shit already paved out for us. Whereas though we ain't even gotta do too much. Like we ain't gotta do too much. So that's what I'm gonna do. See. That's what I'm doing now. This my little workstation. But what I do know is all these young ladies, these little babies, they can't have something like this. Makes you have to understand. Thank you. Listen, that's because I had to make it to where I could understand. I was going through it. I've been there. I've been there. I've been there. And a lot of times, like, I'm happy that I didn't just automatically get healed because then I would have never took the time out to read a blood test. Then I'd just be out here telling people what not to expect. But I can expect it. And after reading for so long, now I'm starting to get to the point where I'm starting to feel like nothing that they say about this whole situation is the truth. Like I feel like mm, I feel like they've been lying about a lot of stuff, and I just pray by God's grace that somebody, it might not be me, somebody could you know change this. The way these scientists, because they're not even doctors no more, they're just scientists. The way these scientists are doing things, and the way they are hurting people, basically. I mean, what can I say? They're hurting people with their treatments. The treatments are, and because we don't have nothing to do, people go to the doctor. People go to the doctor all the time because they ain't got nothing to do. What you doing on Tuesday? Going to the doctor. How often do you hear somebody say that? What I'm doing? Going to the doctor. I got a doctor's appointment. When you on welfare, now you got universal health care or free health care. What do? They work on you. They practice. Now if you look around, you start seeing them hospitals and shit they call research centers. Research centers, research facilities. When you walk in, you know right now it's a research facility. Shit, this shit's starting to seem like the damn X-Men. I know that. Because you know who else had a research facility? Um, the doctor. The doctor with the mind games. All that shit was research. Research facility. Where the fuck was Wolverine in a research facility? This shit's starting to get real sci-fi research facility. You got to keep the vaccine cold. What else why do you keep things cold? When you put stuff in the refrigerator, just anybody that's listening, there's three of us, we in here in conversation. But when you put something in the refrigerator, you typically put it in the refrigerator to reduce the growth of bacteria. Just put a five in the chat if that's true. You usually put stuff in the refrigerator to reduce the growth of bacteria. So why wouldn't people be getting myocarditis, which is a heart disease, from a vaccine if the vaccine causes or needs to be cold, and when it warms up in your body, immediately bacteria can start to grow. Now your blood is clotting to stop it. Now they have kids on defibrillator. This is bad. This is bad. This is bad. This is terrible. And this shit is on the news. But they telling you it's myocarditis, so people just like, oh, what the fuck does that mean? But if they just said it's heart disease, I bet you people would be thinking twice, 3 times. Why do you think they don't want that January 6th shit? They just kept saying insurrection, 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 insurrection. Because they know if they tell you that they just gave you 3 shots of heart attack, it would be some insurrection. I'm just saying. You know for a fact, if somebody told you that they just gave you a heart attack via shot, that you will fucking snap the fuck out. You know that if they told you that they just pumped your child with some shit that was gonna fuck your child up, you will hurt your child that you got on a football team. You done paid for every uniform, everything, and then you gotta worry about that baby having a heart attack. You gotta worry about that baby having a heart attack. You gotta worry about that baby having a stroke. You gotta worry about your baby not being able to have a baby. When babies is not coming to full term, this is the news clips that I want you to go pay attention to this week. The babies are not coming to full term, though. That's a problem. That's a problem. This means that we can't. That's why they showing you. Oh yeah, we growing babies in a bag. We growing babies in a bag. You seen that video on TikTok how they growing a lamb in a bag. But the reason why they showing you that is because a mama is gonna fuck around and die before she could carry a baby to full term. So now, just cue the music in the hall. I miss you, cause it ain't gonna be no mom to have no babies, and that's gonna go right with the don't have no abortions. Cause if you have an abortion, you go to jail. It's that and the third. People gonna be dying with the babies in the womb, honey. And you know, like I know, as a woman, if your baby died, you got to go back and have them remove that big baby if the baby died while it's in your stomach. That's another procedure they can charge you for. All I gotta say is, child, please. These people that donated their bodies to research, they are literally walking research. Walking research. I remember when I first got my diagnosis, right? And I was going to the doctor. When I got my diagnosis, I told the guy that I had was in a relationship with a guy and he was suspect. And then he checked me for antibodies and then told me that I had antibodies. He did not test my blood. He told me that I had antibodies. But the whole time that I was going to my regular doctor, do y'all know my regular doctor, Dr. Stephen Schmidt? Dr. Stephen Schmidt told me, oh no, you're fine. Ain't nothing wrong with you. He was testing my blood. It wasn't until I went to see a immune specialist, what Dr. Fauci does. But they don't expect you to put two and two together. But they don't expect you to be smart. They don't expect you to have an education. They don't expect you to understand the words that they're saying. They just want you to just come in, go out, and go with the flow. They have written so many. Whenever they give you a leave out packet, there is so much bullshit in there. They know you're not going to read it. They know you're not going to read it. They know you're not going to read it. This is sad. Okay? Please. Please. Who's going to have babies? Where the babies going to be at? Where are the babies? Hey. Ain't going to be no babies. Ain't going to be no mamas. Ain't going to be no daddies. Just go out and look. But daddy talking about. And then I wrote a book, right? In the book, I talked about women not bringing their babies to full term and why women have miscarriages. And all of a sudden, it just pops out in the news that women are having miscarriages. And I'm not a psychic. I'm not a psychic. I sold the book for $2. Sold the book for $2. I sold the book for $2. And a lady who was awarded at Johns Hopkins University was trying to get my book. I said, the doctors at Johns Hopkins University want my book. Little old me. Little old me. Why would they want my book? Because the doctors don't know shit. The doctors don't know shit. They don't know shit. They know what they've been told. Do you know that half the stuff that the FDA approved, listen to me, don't even have an approval? They got a rapid approval. So if it's close enough to the original thing, it can be approved rapidly without going through trial and testing. The FDA needs to be shut down so fucking bad. Not reworked into nothing. Shut the fuck down. and the CDC. And the CDC need to be shut the fuck down. I'm sorry, because from what I can see, they the ones releasing all the motherfucking viruses. They the ones that had the monkeys on the side of the road in January, and then turn around, it's fucking monkeypox out. And the fact that they will blame that on the LGBTQ, the fact that they would blame that shit on the LGBTQ after giving the LGBTQ so many rights, and then turn around and blame everything on them. Oh, monkeypox came from them. Oh, monkeypox is in men seeking men. If the men seeking men ain't have monkeypox, how the fuck are they getting it? If the men seeking men did not have monkeypox, how are they getting it? From the vaccine? Then half the people that was out going viral over having fucking monkeypox didn't even have fucking monkeypox. They was all scamming. Child. If y'all ain't watching what's going on TV, like it's fucking Days of Our Lives, because that's how I'm watching the shit. I'm like, yeah, are they really doing this? Are people letting them get away with this? Are people letting them get away? Why are we not writing CNN? Why are we not writing CNN? Why are we not writing the news stations that's putting out the propaganda? Why are we? Let me tell y'all something. Somebody tell me, do you know what the word fetters mean? I'm in Pennsylvania. Do you know what fetters are? Do you know what fetters are? Because the people in Pennsylvania just voted in Fetterman. Fetters are chains. Fetters are shackles. The people in Pennsylvania voted for Fetterman over Dr. Oz. Wait, what's fetters?
Oh, chains, right? To bind or something.
Mm-hmm. We looked it up today. Literally, people voted for chains to be under the bondman than to have Dr. Oz. And Dr. Oz wanted to challenge Dr. Fauci. People rather would have the shots.
It says fetter, a chain or a manacle used to restrain a prisoner, typically placed around the ankle. A restraint or check on someone's freedom to do something, typically one considered unfair or overly restrictive. Restrained with chains or manacles, typically around the ankle. Yep, you get it.
So listen, not only was he the one who set people out of jail, but he also who let people out of jail. He's also the one who ran down on them with a gun. So over 2 states, you got Iowa. Is it Idaho, Iowa,
Yeah.
Ohio? 1 or 2 states over, right? You got them telling you, don't worry, you could go ahead and purge somebody, go on and kill somebody. And then Pennsylvania, they letting people out of jail. Oh, it's about to be the purge. It's the purge.
Yeah, that blood of the lamb.
It's the purge.
Blood of the lamb.
It's a purge. This was brought to you by Dunkin' Donuts. My husband poured some. All we gotta do is fill up those 5 packages of bacon in there. I'm a machine. I did 4 bags of tea in 39 minutes. I'm a machine, y'all. I'm a machine. I'm a machine. Can I do it again? You singing the phone. Oh, that's that. Your love is toxic. Is that song? All right, y'all. I'm about to get off on here. We got a couple little packages. All we got to fill them up. I'm gonna go lay out with my Snoopy and get ready for tomorrow. Um, use the code Emmanuel. Make sure you share a video because if you don't share them, they don't get shared. I can only share them to y'all. Y'all gotta share them to the world. So share. I love y'all. Thank you for coming. Thank you for helping me on YouTube today. Thank you for listening to me rant and rave. Go find those news clips and share them to your family so they start getting them vaccinations. And when I walk my kids to school tomorrow, I'm gonna go into school and take a picture of the automatic defibrillator. I love y'all.
The door, my man. Sign the gate. You can't come in. We just got ours.